Welcome to Tea Time, the only video game show that answers the questions no one cared enough to ask. This episode is brought to you by nostalgia. It's that thing that makes every new day suck because they canceled Oreo cereal and cartoons are actually well animated now. But one company that perfectly capitalizes on nostalgia is Nintendo. So yes, we're going to talk about the Switch, and yes, I did get a chance to play it. So that got me thinking. Now, there were a few moments from the Switch presentation that really struck personal chords with me. Webster's dictionary defines nostalgia as a wistful or excessively sentimental yearning for return to or of some past period or irrecoverable condition, aka makes you feel that way again, or feel anything at all. So to help us all cope with these strange emotions, allow me to bring out one of my favorite people in the world. He's the creator of so many video games, Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto. I gotta say, I am just honored to have you on the show, sir.
これ以上使い切れないっていうぐらいのものを作ろう。
You know, it's funny, Hideo Kojima said something very similar when he was here. Pretty sure our subtitle guy is messing with me.
よね。これが間に合わなかったんですね。
Okay then, let's just start with a little bit of nostalgia and talk about the Wii first. More specifically, let's talk about Wii Boxing, also known as flail around with the Wiimote and nunchuck and hope for the best. Allegedly, there's an actual technique to this. I don't know about that because I always lost, but I would like to draw your attention to a Switch game called ARMS, which is basically Wii Boxing 2.0. And this time around, there totally are obvious techniques. You can throw jabs and hooks, jump, dash, and block, all while moving around the arena. And different characters have different abilities on top of all that. Now, I'm not too hot on the game even after playing it, but it did make me realize that there might have been a technique to Wii Boxing all along.
あと3週間かな、もらいました。
That is extra hurtful coming from you. Let's move on. Let's talk about Mario. Super Mario Odyssey is specifically called out as the next game in the Mario 64 and Sunshine line. And that makes me so happy. I won't go onto my soapbox right now, but suffice it to say that platformers are my favorite genre, and I think 64 and Sunshine are head and shoulders above anything the Galaxy games did. But let me put that aside and just talk about 64 for a minute. One of my most distinct memories of that game is getting lost, whether that was in Peach's castle, on Bob-omb Battlefield, or inside Big Boo's haunt. Now when I go back, the levels seem super small and compact, but at the time they were massive. Super Mario Odyssey looks like a game I can figuratively and literally get lost in again, and I want that feeling back.
デザイナーの子に少し手伝ってもらう程度ですよね。
You know, I really thought you were going to be a nice guest. Well, I've got one more game to talk about. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I had that feeling of getting lost in Hyrule Field back with Ocarina of Time, and I feel like Breath of the Wild's giant world is going to do it again. But aside from that, I really want to focus on the newest trailer. There's a shot of Zelda just ugly crying into Link's lap, and seeing that awakened something in me I didn't know was ever there. I really care about Zelda. I guess playing so much of that series gave me this sort of protective feeling about her. It's the same way I feel about my own sister. So whoever made Zelda cry is gonna f***ing pay.
スーパーメンはできたんですね。
So you insult me and you try to spoil the game. You know what? I think it's time for you to go.
そんな風にその
Wow, rude. Give it up for Miyamoto, everyone. So this episode was definitely a bit more personal than others, but that's the vibe I have after playing the Switch. I realized there might be something more to Wii Boxing, I want to get lost in a Mario level again, and I want to make sure Zelda is happy. So what do you guys think of the Switch? Let me know right down there in the comments. And if you have some sort of question or obscure topic you want me to dive into in another episode, leave them down there too. And for lots more Nintendo stuff, plus more videos and podcasts and articles, head on over to LaserTime. Thank you all very much for watching. Now, as always, let's go play some video games.